excited. I mean, last year was a really close game down the wire, and I'm just excited to see how we'll be able to come back this year. Hopefully score a bit more points and hold their offense to a bit less points. So we'll see.
They were the state champs, obviously, and they know they have the target. But is it good? Is it exciting? Does it get you going to try to take down the state champs?
Yeah, I mean, they did a really good job last year. They had a lot of really good players, some who are returning. But yeah, just to be able to compete against some state champs will be a really exciting thing.
We saw you scrimmage against Snyder, and it didn't go kind of as well as you. How have you guys made strides in the last couple of weeks?
Just making sure we're assignment sound and doing all the things we need to do in a game. And I've seen a lot of improvements over the week, especially after our last game Friday. Yeah. We kind of started off rocky, but over the game we kind of got better and started clicking.
Offensive line unit, how have you seen them kind of mold together?
Yeah, I definitely have. We have a lot of good guys who filled in from last year, so it's nice to be able to see them play as a team and improve week to week.
And looking back at this Concordia Lutheran game, that was your first start.
Yeah.
I mean, what was going through your head before that game?
I was really just trying to focus on doing my assignment, but during the game it kind of got hectic and I just had to I don't know, I guess just kind of focus on what I needed to do. It was nerve-wracking.
And that's a year ago. I mean, how much have you progressed in 365 days?
Well, I feel like last year I wasn't really the role of quarterback. I still felt like I was just filling in for Drew. But this year, taking over as the quarterback has definitely made me a bit more confident and a bit better of a leader to help all the other guys out. And then just knowing what I have to do to help my other guys.
What was your, on the sideline standing there, what were you thinking when you saw Drew go down in the end zone?
Well, I didn't think it was serious at first, and I was kind of like, oh, shake it off. And then once they called my name, I was like, oh, this is for real. And it was exciting, but it was definitely kind of scary. I'd never really played varsity ever before, so.
Did you see that moment where when Peyton Manning goes on the sideline, Brock forgets his helmet? Was there ever I lost my helmet kind of thing, or was it immediate like it's go time?
Yeah, it was just really like it's go time. Let's go, just do my job, do what I've been trained to do, and make some plays, get the ball to some playmakers, and just win.
You might look back at Concordia film from last year. What do you think you'll see? I mean,
their defense runs a lot of cover 4, cover 3, and they got a really good D-line. So we're definitely gonna have to make sure we take care of them and just do our assignments.
But looking at yourself, will you look like a different person?
I mean, I've gained some weight, so yeah, I guess a bit more beefy. I don't know, just basically, yeah, I'm definitely different from last year, more confident, so hopefully you'll see some more leadership out of me this year.
And how have you taken those reins this year with this team?
Well, I mean, I've always been more of a lead by example, but also I'm more of an individual leader. I like to, after a play, a teammate makes a mistake, I like to go over to him, talk to him, and let them know that they'll, that they'll be able to make the play the next time.
What does that mean?
Basically means offense and defense are going against each other.
So you gotta get back.
Yeah, I kind of got to go.
Expect a good matchup. Concordia's a good team. Obviously, they were state champions last year. Offense, we gotta keep pace up with their defense, and their defense looks pretty good. So it'll be a good matchup this Friday.
They know they have the target on their back, but is it good to face a state champion? Is it exciting to face a state champion?
It's very exciting to face a state champion team. I mean, they're the best, obviously, so it'd be fun.
All right, you guys are replacing a lot of offensive linemen. How is that unit kind of melding together?
We've been together for a while because we played JV together, so we're pretty tight as a unit.
You played Snyder in the scrimmage, and they're one of the top defenses in the conference. How did that help? And then last week, how was your confidence building?
We just need to believe in each other a little bit more.
Okay.
I mean, we're all great friends, and we just need to stop doing other people's jobs and just do our own.
How reassuring is it having Jiya back there with you guys?
I feel like with him back there, all we need to do is just protect him, and I have faith he'll get the ball away safely.
What kind of leader is he?
He's a great guy to be around, great guy to be in class with. He may joke around a little bit, but at the end, he'll get his job done if you get yours done.
All right. Did you start last year?
I did not.
Did you JV with them? So did you play JV with him?
I did, yeah.
So how have you seen him kind of grow? I mean, he's put on a lot of weight this summer, and how have you seen him grow?
He's just gotten so much better as a quarterback and as a person. He used to, I don't know, I have to think back a while to JV, but used to be real sketchy sometimes, but now he's just a great athlete.
I was going to ask, because obviously you played on JV, and he kind of got thrust into things last year with Kesa. How do you think he handled that, and how do you think that helped?
Against Northrop, when Kazai went out, I think he did a great job. He didn't really feel much pressure. Our starters obviously encouraged him a lot and helped him build up his confidence. Only bad thing about that was our Concordia game last year. I think he just came out a little slow, but then he began to build confidence back up towards the end.
I mean, how nervous do you think you got to be? Do you remember seeing him in that locker room?
Yeah.
Before Concordia?
Yeah.
What was he like?
The same. I don't think he showed it on the outside, but in the inside, he must have been pretty nervous.
See how much we've improved over a week. We were not real happy with our play on Friday, and it was. We're grateful for a win over a good opponent, but we didn't play very well, and we didn't play very well both sides of the ball. At times, it was pretty ugly. So, we're looking for big improvements. I guess we're anxious to see what our work this week has done, and as far as improvement.
I know we talked about it against Steiner, where they're kind of the barometer of the league, but Concordia won a state title. Is it good to face a team, to take on a team with that kind of pedigree?
Sure. They are a well-coached group, and they always will be, and so we know that there will be a big battle. They've got some great athletes and good coaches, and that means it's going to be a tough game.
They lost the quarterback, obviously, Peter, last year. Do you expect it to be not as kind of high-scoring, knowing the offense from them?
I don't know. You never know walking into a game. Sometimes you expect low-scoring games, and it's a big shootout, and then it's the opposite, So you just don't know. You see how we match up, and we'll go from there.
We're talking to Jiya a little bit. Last year, Concordia was his first start ever. Do you remember him in the locker room before that game?
Not much, to be honest with you. I know he looked a little nervous coming out and playing a little bit, and so it was a little bit different. But he definitely figured it out and got a little more calm as the season came along.
How much confidence do you think? He obviously didn't play great in that game, but you won. You won 27-26. How much do you think that game really helped him the rest of the year?
Well, we were down 20-0 in the first half, and we came back and we started playing better and playing better defense, and having to come back and being in adversity like that is always helpful for every player, including quarterbacks, and so it was good to see everybody kind of keep their poise, keep fighting, and dig their way out of the hole.
And as a coach, you obviously never want to see your quarterback go down. What was your level of confidence with Jiya being thrust into that like that?
Well, we feel like we've got a good situation with quarterbacks, and we feel like we have a couple guys prepared every year, and he was prepared, and he did the right thing and prepared well, and we expect the same thing from our quarterbacks now.
Change the shot because the sun just keeps brightening up. It's obviously been 365 days or whatever. How much has he developed?
Physically, he's a different kid. He just worked his tail off in the weight room, and the velocity of the ball is way different than it was last year. The way he runs is a bit different. He's just a different kid. I mean, he loves the weight room, and you can tell.
Is it kind of shocking when you look at the tape? Because you've probably already looked at the tape from last year against Concordia. Does he look, night and day?
I wouldn't say night and day, but you can tell a difference for sure. You can tell a difference.
What kind of leader is he in the huddle? Because last year he talked about how he's just kind of, he's the quarterback, but he wasn't a leader. How is he taking on the reins?
He's developing. He's doing well. He leads by example more than anything else, and he works hard and wants to perform well and demands things of himself. So, I think others see that and want to follow that.
What kind of personality does he have?
Kind of personality. He's kind of a dry sense of humor. He's not as talkative as probably people think he is, but I mean, he's a good kid to be.